Hi everyone and welcome to Leah's Cross Stitch Corner. What was I even trying to say? Who even knows? This is FlossTube number 39. The next one's going to be number 40. How exciting. And it is WIP Parade time. Now, I did say I wasn't sure if I was actually going to do a WIP Parade this time. However, I've only worked on a few projects, so I'm going to quickly go through them, show you the progress, and then move on to the epic birthday stuff. Because if you didn't already know, it was my birthday on the 4th of May. I was going to say last Saturday, but by the time this goes up, it'll be 2 Saturdays ago. So it was 2 Saturdays ago. As you can tell, I am thoroughly prepared, not chaotic, and ready to go. It's all lies. You know that, right? It's all lies. So hiya, how are you all doing? I hope you're all well. I hope you're all enjoying the sunshine. It is Sunday. It is, I don't know what date it is, the 13th? Oh, I haven't started my timer and it's all the way over there. Oh, drat. I'm going to have to get it. Sorry. You have a nice view of my t-shirt though. Hello? Me classy, sassy and a bit badassy t-shirt. I did get a new t-shirt for my birthday, but it's in the washer. So unfortunately, I'm not able to wear it. So I'll wear it next time. What was I saying? It's warm. Yeah, it's Sunday. I think it's the 13th. Could be the 12th. Hang on a minute actually, because I had a new start yesterday. Started on the 11th. So today's the 12th. Happy days. If you heard the gate there, that's Summer and Graham going out for a little walk. So, I got distracted in my mind. I knew what I was going to say and then I got distracted, which is just typical. Whew. I hope you're all doing well. It's Sunday. That's what I was saying. It's Sunday. Christ. Can you tell I haven't done this for a couple of weeks, which is normal, but like, you know, chaotic as per. We are having a barbecue today, so it's officially shifted. The weather's finally shifted. So April was really wet, really cold, really horrible, and the weather has finally changed. It's nice and warm, probably too warm, I'm not gonna lie. I said to Graham, I was like, I want it to be warm, but not hot. And that's a very fine balance. It's like only like a minimal margin where it goes from warm to hot. And this weekend it's been hot. So we've decided no more roast dinners. Sad. We'll just have like chicken and potatoes with Yorkshire puddings instead. We won't put the steamer on for veggies. And instead we're going to be having our barbecues again, which is happy days. We didn't get enough barbecues last year because the weather turned quite quickly after we got the barbecue. Typical, let's be honest. So we only got out for a few, but we're starting early. It's early May. We're getting out tonight to have one, and then we're going to do some stitching outside because we want the bedroom to be cool when we come to bed. We've got an aircon unit. You can't see it, but it's just over there. It's there. And it's a bit of a nightmare to get this bedroom cooled down. Like, it retains, this bedroom, this house retains heat like you wouldn't believe. It is like a greenhouse in here sometimes, and there's no air. It's very hard to get air through this house. It just doesn't happen for some reason. So we've got the aircon unit, we put that on, and hopefully that'll do the job. Fingers crossed. So, it was my birthday, like I said, and we went away for a couple of days to Whitley Bay. We had a fantastic time. I'm not gonna lie, it was really, really good. So, we went on the Thursday, we got the bus to Newcastle, and then we got the metro to Whitley Bay. And we had a little bit of it wasn't an incident by any means, but a gentleman had to help us. So we're not quite au fait in how the metro works. We followed the stairs down to where we needed to go, which had platform 2 to Whitley Bay. And then we were looking on this app thing that said actually you need to be at platform 4. And we were like, where is platform 4? So we stood dithering about by some stairs, and this gentleman in a suit clearly sees that we're confused, which, I mean, it's hard to tell with Graham because he's always confused. He always looks dazed and confused. So, like, I mean, as if the man didn't pick up on that. Anyway, Graham's gonna kill me. He was like, you know, do you need a hand? And we were like, yes, please. We're trying to go to Whitley Bay. It says Whitley Bay's here, but then it says actually we need to go somewhere else. So he's like, just get on this one and it'll get you where you need to go. I was like, fine, perfect, thank you. Turns out the metro pretty much goes in a circle. it, you know, starts at one place and then goes right the way back around to the other place. So, like, you get on it, you're not really going to go too far wrong, as long as you're on the right colour line, which was the yellow line. So we got there, it was fine. We had a lovely couple of days in the hotel. We were actually bumped up to a different room than what we got, which was slightly disappointing, because the rooms below have bigger windows, and we were on the next floor up, so like say the second floor, and this was like a family room, but the window was tiny that you couldn't massively see out of it properly, like if you were on the bed, because the bed was super low down compared to ours, which is quite high. And it was a family room. It's just me and Graham, it was just us. They're clearly doing some renovations, so that's why, but we're hoping to go back once it's done and go in the actual room we were meant to be in and get a better view. But it was a lovely time. We didn't really do much. We watched the snooker. We did some... I didn't really do much stitching, actually. I've had a week off, to be fair. I read 2 books. 2 books in 2 days. Or 3 days. And we just had a chilled out time, you know. We went during the morning, afternoon time after we'd gone down for breakfast, because they did breakfast. We went and looked around Whitley Bay. We checked all the charity shops. I found one cross stitch. Everybody shows on Facebook that they're getting these massive charity shop hauls. I look every time we go somewhere, which isn't that often, let's be honest. And this time I found a Karen Carter beach hook kit, but it had been done. It was like partially done. I was like, never mind. But yeah, no joy there. There was even a specific sewing machine shop. I can't remember what it was called, to be fair. And they had no cross stitch stuff. They had some basic Trimmets threads. And they had some, like, Trimmets beads and things like that. But there was no Ada, no fabric, no cross-stitch kits. And I said to Graham, I was like, it's a missed opportunity. If you're going to have a shop that sells sewing machines and fabrics and other bits and pieces, get other crafts mixed in with it. Because, you know, people will come. People will buy. People will spend. So I went in, had a look, and I was like, oh, there's nothing here for me. I only do cross-stitching. So it was like, oh, well, never mind. But then we'd go back, we'd go to Spoons, have some lunch, go and get a coffee from Costa. I know, proper splashing out while we're away. And then we would go back to the hotel for the afternoon, put the snooker on, like I say, do a bit of chilling out. And then on the evening we'd go to the fish and chip shop, which was really nice. And then go for a walk along the beach, come back, and then just go and chill out some more. It was a nice relaxing time, which is exactly what we wanted it to be. It was fantastic. I mean, there was a bit of hoo-ha in the chip shop the first night. So we goes in, right, and we sits down. I'm just going to get a little bit more comfortable. And the lady comes over and she asks what we want. And Graham was like, I don't want a drink. And she's like, what? So I ordered a drink and me food. And Graham just ordered his food and he didn't want a drink. He doesn't necessarily need a drink. And she's like, what? Would you want some water? He's like, no. And she's like completely taken aback by it. And we were talking about it afterwards. And he was like, I don't know why I was so stubborn. And I was like, no, neither do I. I was like, we're on holiday. You can, you know, if you want to have a drink, have a drink. Yeah, they're expensive, absolutely. But he's like, I don't know why I was just so stubborn and just adamant I didn't want to drink. I was like, me neither. Me neither. I tell you, he's balmy as anything. He was like so adamant. I don't want to drink. Well, I don't want to wash down my food. No. Honestly, so funny. So we came back on the Saturday and we went to Newcastle. We went to see The Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling. That was so much fun. If you haven't seen it, it's got Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt in. It's about being a stuntman. It's got a little bit more of a darker story to that, which the trailer doesn't actually tell you about. But it was so good. I had a riotous time. It was so much fun. It was so funny. I love Ryan Gosling. I've never massively gotten the love for him that people have, but I see it now. I get it. What's he doing? The neighbour over the road's doing stuff. Do you know what I'm like? Every time I come to film, there's noises, so I do apologise in advance. So we went to the cinema. We saw The Fall Guy. It was absolutely amazing. And then we went to Cosmo for a buffet, which was lovely, absolutely stunning. I've been having some issues with my stomach. I kind of get like, if I eat certain things, we don't quite know what though. Sometimes it's cheese, but sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's greasy stuff, but sometimes it isn't. So it was a bit of a rough trip away, to be honest, because I had something from the breakfast at the hotel, and it was me, it's me, not the hotel's food. It was just a bit rough ever since. So it wasn't a great experience, like, in that way, but the food at Cosmo was stunning. It's a real... Everyone we've been in is really, really nice. They do it really nice. It's really nicely decorated. I did tell them that it was my birthday when I booked, but I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything. No, alright. No big deal. So we had a fantastic time. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I had such a fun time. It's Graham's birthday next week, so this goes up on Wednesday. His birthday is on Sunday. So I'm finishing the last preparations for that. It actually snuck up on me. I was like, right, it's May now, I can get your birthday stuff ordered. And I've ordered a fair bit of it. But then he was like, are you all done for your birthday? You know it's next week, right? And I was like, what? Sorry, what? No, what are you talking about? No, it's not. It is. So I need to finish off the last bits that I have to get. And then he's going to be opening his presents on the Friday. Because he finishes at 8 o'clock, which sucks, let's be honest. It's horrible for... It's good for him. It means you'll get some stitching time in. And it means it's quiet at end to the shift. But, you know, it's not a great way to start the weekend. And then he's going to open his presents on the Friday. And then we're going to have a barbecue on the Sunday, again, to celebrate. And I've got his quiche. His birthday quiche. Although I haven't gotten any candles to put in his birthday quiche. So, good job I realised. So, we had a fantastic time. I have a lot of haul to show you once I get through these WIPs. So, I hope you're all braced yourselves and are ready for this, because it's going to be epic. Trust me. And I'm going to save the best till last. So, that thing you may saw in a box last time out, you're going to have to wait till the very end to see it. I'm so excited. So, let's show some WIPs. Actually, before we do, I have a new series planned for the channel. It's going to be short little 20-minute videos. I'm not going to tell you what it's about because I don't want anybody to steal the idea before I've actually gotten to do it myself. I don't think anybody would, but just in case. And I'm quite excited about it. It came to me the other day and I was thinking about it and I was like, ooh, nobody actually does videos about this. So I think I'm going to start doing some videos about this. And it depends how I'm going to do it, because I'm going to probably have to shoot it back to back with when I shoot my floss tubes, because I do them every other Sunday. So 2 Sundays of the month I have to give up time going out for a walk to do my floss tubes, which is not a problem. But I don't want to start doing it where it's 3 out of 4, because that's not really ideal. So I'm going to have to potentially shoot it back to back with these videos, but I'm going to have to change outfits. That's all I'll tell you. So, we'll see. We will see. Leave it with me. It's an idea I've got bubbling away in my head, so leave it with me. And before I do get started, I have started reading again. I have lots of books up there, as you can see. I don't get masses of time for reading, because, you know, I don't get masses of time for cross-stitch. So it's like having to choose. Do you want to read or do you want to cross-stitch? You're not going to make progress on your cross-stitch if you're spending time reading. And it's hard to find that balance where, you know, I'm getting time to do both. So while we're away, I read 2 books. I read Every Move You Make by C.L. Taylor, Callie Taylor. It was fantastic. It was all about stalking. And it was a really, really good read. I raced through it. Like, it was so, so good. And then I didn't bring a second book with me, which is my own foolish mistake. So when we were trawling the charity shops, we went all the way around Whitley Bay, and sorry. Oh, if I get it out, then I should be okay. And we stumbled upon this one that sold books and wedding attire. That's a strange marriage, if you ask me. But we found a brand new hardback of the new Tess Gerritsen book, The Spy Coast. It cost me £2 whole pounds. 2 finest British pounds. So I bought that, and I got stuck into that, and I finished that before we came home, and that was fantastic as well. Tess Gerritsen is known for the Rosolian Isles series. If you've read it, I've got it here to show if you wait a minute. But The Spy Coast is her new series. It's about spies, of course. They live in this like rural part of Maine, and you know, it's like they've moved on and they're not spies anymore. They're retired. Oh God, it's not going to be one of those days, Leah. Pack it in. And they end up, the main character, Maggie Bird, ends up dragged back into it. And it was just so good. I really, really enjoyed it. So Graham's struggling to find something he wants to read. You know, it's got to be a specific kind of story or a specific kind of author. Like, he's a lot fussier than I am when it comes to reading books, which is absolutely fine. You know, he likes Chris Carter, he likes Stephen King, Dean Koontz, Dennis Lehane, Richard Lehman. He's got authors that he really likes. But he's struggling to find something at the minute before the new Chris Carter comes out. So, I was telling them about The Surgeon by Tess Gerritsen, which is the first Rizzoli and Isles book. It doesn't have Maura Isles in. It actually started with Jane Rizzoli, and then she comes in, Maura, in the second book. So I got the paperback of that while we were waiting to come home. And here it is. This is what I'm going to be reading next, because I've actually talked it up so much that I'm so excited to read it myself. So I'd seen them in the works, these new covers, and they had about 9 of the books, but not the first one. So I was like, I'll leave it, I'll not get it. And then the entire time after that, I was like, I've regretted it. I regret my life choices, because these are like £9 each now. A paperback costs $9.99 RRP. Insane. They used to be $7.99. They used to be $6.99. It's madness. Hardbacks now, a full price RRP hardback is £25. Madness. The new Marion Keys is a small size hardback. The RRP on that is £22. I'm not even going to get started in that because that'll just drive me mad. So I got this from Amazon because I was like, it was like £6. I was like, I'm going to get it so Graham can read it because I think it's fantastic and I think he'll enjoy it. And then Jackie was going to Chesney Street and there's works there, and that's where I saw all the rest of the Tess Gerritsens. So I asked if she'd pick me up a few more of them. So she got me The Apprentice, The Sinner, Vanish, and Body Double. I asked to see if she could get the Mephisto Club as well, but she couldn't get that one. And there was a few more, but I didn't want her to carry too much, so I just got those ones to start. And then I'll see if I can try and get to that Chesney Street shop before it shuts, because it's shutting soon, which is not ideal. You know, the high street is dying, let's be honest. So they've got one at the Arneson Centre, which is close to us. But like that Chesney Street one's pretty handy to have, but it mustn't be doing any business. So there's a few more that I think they might have. So if I can get to Chesney Street to see before they close, I might be able to pick them up for cheaper than £9 each or $9.99 each. Because there's only £3 in the works. And that's kind of what... I'm not going to get into it. I was going to get into it, but I'm not going to get into it because it's a whole thing. It's a whole frustrating thing. How can the work sell a book for £3 when Amazon sells it for £9 or Waterstone sells it for £9? Doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm not going to rant about it because this is a cross-stitch channel and not a book channel. Though I do like to share that I'm reading books because, you know, I am a big reader and it is a big part of my life actually. So I do like to share that. So I'm going to have a drink and then let's get into some whips because then we can get into the haul. And then you should see the mess on the floor that I've got. As you can see, we've got the birthday sign up over here. I think you can see it. Birthday balloons behind us. We decorate and then we just leave it up until both of our birthdays have gone because they're so close together. And you know, Graham gets super excited because for 2 whole weeks and a day, he's only 2 years younger than me. It's all in the technicalities, but by God does he lord it over me every time. So, WIP Parade. I haven't been stitching much, like I say, and do you know what? It's quite frustrating because I'm meant to be starting Gaia, the Earth Goddess. I have the fabric, but I have nothing else. I have the threads as well now, but I don't have the pattern and I don't have the beads. I'm waiting on Arts and Designs to get the beads for me and then I'll buy the pattern. But everybody else has started it in May, and I kind of have to figure out if I'm going to be able to actually do that. It was like really exciting to think, oh wow, yeah, I'll get a new start. But I can't really justify any new starts. I have had one today. In fact, I'm going to show that off first under starts rather than whips. I'm not finished. I'm not getting a chance to finish the ones I'm actually doing at the moment. You know, I'm making small progresses on them, but I'm not actually getting the chance to finish them. You know, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 whips at the minute. One, I'm not sure if I'm going to go back to. I didn't want to stitch it anyway. I did it because it got sent to me, but I don't know if I'm just going to just leave it. I'm not really that bothered about it, to be honest. And, you know, the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery started a new stitch along that I'd really like to start. But again, I can't really justify it, and it's frustrating. It's my own fault for starting such big projects that, you know, kind of take up a lot of time. So I've kind of put myself in this position, but it is also very annoying at the same time. Because I do want to start some things, but I also think it's just a bit of FOMO. So I just need to get a grip. So I have had one new start, and this is because I want to do this for Graham's birthday. 2 seconds, because I have got the fabric here. Come on. There we go. So, I just have to tell you what colour it is. That's irritating. So I'm doing this on Zweigart, 32 count. I thought it would have told me the colourway, but it hasn't. It's like a pinky, orangey kind of colour. What good is that? Because it doesn't tell me. Oh, they're going out now. Wonder where they're going. I love keeping up with the neighbours. I love it. I'm just like a proper curtain twitcher. So, I'm not going to tell you too much about this because it's a surprise for Graham, like I say. Where have you come from? Needles everywhere down there. If you happen to notice what it might look like, please don't say it because we're keeping up the illusion of a secret. It's quite obvious what it is, or who it is. But please, let's keep the illusion up, okay? Because Graham is not going to see it. In fact, he might not even watch me FlossTube before his birthday, so it actually is going to be completely fine. Because we're probably not going to watch it until next Sunday. So, what's that on there? Oh! Ah, that's why. Where have you come off? Oh, Christ. Now I'll put you there then. So, on the basis that Graham is not going to see this until his birthday, when he'll have already opened his presents, this is a personalised cross-stitch of summer. I can tell you, because he's not going to see it. We're not going to watch it. We'll not have time to watch it. And if he tries to watch it, I'll just be like, no, you're not allowed. So this is done by Cross Stitch by Anna. And what happened was, you can send a picture to her. She's got an Etsy shop. And she will turn it into a cross stitch. So, here is my progress so far. Let me bring it closer. Ah, how cute does she look? Can you tell it looks... I think you can. And it's always concerned me about doing like a cross stitch of like Summer or the guinea pigs or anybody. Can I just show it like that? Actually, I can't. It'd be easier. But there it is so far. And because I'm stitching a pet, I have my Hoops and Crosses Stitching Buddy Appreciation Society Needleminder. Look how cute she looks. She's got a t-shirt on, and up here, she's going to have a hat on. Or is it here? She's going to have a hat on. I wasn't going to stitch anything for his birthday, but I've had this for ages with the intention of stitching it as a present for him. It'll go in our bedroom, so it's a present for both of us, really. But I was like, do you know what? I'm going to get it done. I'm going to be able to get it done. This was like 3 hours of stitching, maybe, yesterday. So, yeah. So I started this on the 11th of May. This is so I got 32 count. I don't know what colour it is, because apparently that's a state secret. And it's our little baby. It's our baba. It's our baba. I'm going to have to tell Graham to avoid the comments actually now, because he normally looks at them and likes them, but I'm going to have to tell him to avoid them like a plague, because I don't want him to know that I've been talking about it. And I stitch next to him, so like he does see, you know, he does know. He might have seen it, he might know, but we do try to plead ignorance. We do. And I'll keep this project bag, because this was a present. No, it wasn't a present, it was a gift from me to me. So I'll leave that with all my other haul. You're not going to believe the haul, it's nuts. I can't remember which... This Needleminder's fallen off. This is a gift. It's not a gift. It's not a gift, Leah. You bought it to yourself. It's not a gift. So that was my only new start. Oh, finishes now. For God's sake. I'm having a heck of a time today following my own self-imposed or self-taught schedule I like to follow. You know what I mean. So, my round robin came back to me. If you remember that old round robin debacle, I mean, there's even bigger debacle, to be fair. So mine's all finished, thankfully. But there was chat in the Facebook chat we have where one of the lasses hasn't actually finished 2 of the round robins. So she hasn't sent the persons on to somebody else, and then she hasn't, so twice now she's not done that. So one of them was chasing theirs up with the one who's meant to be sending it, and they're like, well, actually I haven't received it. So I'm feeling pretty lucky that mine's actually been done and finished, because that's pretty poor if you've done that. They haven't even responded to any messages. They've just like left us on kind of red, and it's kind of like, hello. So these are mine. They were the Doreen Jones Halloween cats, and I tell you what, I'll just zoom in. I did this one, which I think was the worst one, I'm not gonna lie. And then that was, I don't know who did which one, unfortunately. I meant to say to them, please put your names on them, but I can't, I'll be honest, I can't, I forgot to ask that. So there they are. So I asked them to do them in such a big gap so that I could hoop them all separately, probably, because I didn't want them all together. I can't have them all together now because there's way too much gap. But that's that all done and back to me. They're lovely. I'll be honest, it took me ages to decide what I wanted because I couldn't find anything that really spoke to me. And in the end, I was just like, right, whatever, I'll do these cats. They're cute enough. I'll do them. And it was an interesting experience, but not one I'll be repeating. I won't be doing it again. And there's still like tons of fabric left, actually. So look at all that fabric. So I'll just cut off what I need and just put it in my fabric drawer, ready for anything else if I get anything else Halloweeny. I love that fabric. It's really nice, and the cats have come out really nice on them as well, so stay tuned for them to be an FFO at some point in the future. I'll tell you what, I'll just put that there because I don't know where I don't know where the project bag is for it because there's so much on the floor. Graham's gone for a small walk, so he's probably going to come back while I'm still filming, or at least while I'm tidying up. And the bedroom's a mess. The bedroom's a mess. I've got so much stuff on the floor and I've got to try and put it all back as well. Chaos! So yeah, the round robin experience was interesting. I mean, I feel lucky that, no, seriously, where has that come off? Because there's a back missing, if that's the case. I truly can't remember which stitch I had it on. I feel like it was... there you are, you little bugger. Right. Right, that's not relevant anyway. Moving on. So, my first WIP that I've been making some good progress on is the Lakeside Needlecraft Trick or Treat Stitch Along. As you can see, I actually quite like resting it there because it means I can talk and don't have to worry. I will bring it in for a closer inspection. But here's the progress I've been making on that. As you can see, there's not masses left to do on it actually. I kind of went quite hard on it because I was like, let's get this one done. Let's see if we can get it finished. So I'm quite impressed with my progress on that. I've done a lot to this side. Is it this side? Yeah. Yeah, it is where the treat is. Christ. So I've done quite a lot. So I've just got to connect this up at the top. There's a bit here in the middle to do, and then I just have to go all the way down the bottom with a line, and then it's done. Which is easier said than done. There's a lot of back stitching on this side to do as well, but it's coming along. I kind of burnt out a little bit on it, where I was like working on it a bit too often this month, and I was like, oh, I'm sick of this now. Sick of it. But I like how it's coming along, and it will be finished by October. That's my own internal goal. Get it finished, ready so we can put it up in October. So I started this on the 16th of September last year. It's on Lakeside Needlecraft pumpkin fabric, and the count is 32 count, even weave. And just look at it. It's designed by Tiny Modernist, Cheryl McKinnon, and it's an exclusive for Lakeside Needlecraft. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it? I love this one. It's lovely. It's a pain to stitch. The specialty threads are an absolute pain. I wish I'd just gone with the regular threads, but they do pop nicely, so it's not too bad, she says. So that's one that has got a finish coming soon. Probably not that soon, actually, to be fair. But it'll probably be my next finish, apart from the summer one, of course. I had that in this bag. And I'll leave this bag because this was also this was a gift. This was a gift. So I'll put it there. I'll show my project bags at the same time. My next WIP is the Mermaid. She is looking glorious. Glorious, I tell you. Oh, excuse me. My apologies. So this is the Maiden of Tubbataha by Filipina. I started this on the 1st of January. It's on 32 count even weave opalescent Atlantis fabric by Polstitches Designs. And let me just try and move that a little bit out of the way. I have left the thread in again. Here is my progress. So I've done all of our belly. I haven't done this time, but I've started in the middle there, obviously, and I've come all the way down here. And I'll just bring her back a little bit just to show her fully. Get a look at her. She looks lush. She looks absolutely lush. So I've been working obviously down here. This is the bit I've been working at. Sorry, I know you can't really see it massively well. So I've been doing all this bit down here. I've nearly finished a 3rd page. So this will be another page finish without all the backstitching or the beading done, of course. And then I've got one more page to do at the bottom here, which is like all of this bit over here, I think. Am I at the right side? Yeah, this bit over here. And then that'll be all of the bottom half done, and then we move up to our top. So like, this is like 5 months in now. 3 pages done. I could potentially get a finish, at least with the stitching, by the end of the year. If I keep going the way I'm going. I only work on her on a Sunday because that's the best time I have to really focus on her. I get like 2 hours before we start tea and stuff, and then I get about an hour and a half, 2 hours after tea as well. So it gives me a good bit of time for her. I'm a little bit wary taking her outside to stitch on her tonight because I'm not going to be able to wash it. So I'm going to play that by ear. I don't know about if I want to take her outside. We are going outside, it's going to happen. But I'm not sure if I'm going to take her outside or if I'll take something else outside that, if needs be, can be washed. So I'll take that needleminder off because that is a whole needleminder. I love stitching on this. I've gotten 2 more Filipinas for my birthday, and I can't wait to get stuck into them, and I'll talk about them in haul. But yeah, I am loving this. I love the fabric. I love how she's looking. I love stitching on her. I get very excited to stitch on her. I really enjoy working on her. And where's she at? Where's her project bag? Oh, she doesn't go in a project bag. She has a project bag, but I don't put her in. I need a bigger project bag to do that, so I'll just put that there for now. And then next up, we have the Princess Birthday Stitch Along. Right, I'll leave that bag because that's haul as well. That's a birthday present that was, actually, sorry. And let me get this up. This I started on the 6th of January. This is the Princess Birthday Stitch Along that I'm doing with Alison and Stephanie and a bunch of others at Cross Stitch the Globe. And it's the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Homecoming Stitch Along. Whew. Now, they've started a new one. Like I say, it's called Arctic Animals. I've got the bits to show you because it's in haul. And I really would like to start it, but like I say, can't really justify it. So that's fine. So here's where I am with this one. As you can see, I've done all of this here, and I'm just coming to this bit here. There's like a big dragon here, and then some castle walls, and then I just come up to do the top. So I'm loving the progress on this one. I like stitching. This is the one I took on holiday, but actually this fabric is quite difficult to stitch on. So I'm actually going to take something a lot simpler next time you go on holiday, because I need something that's just easy that I can just kind of crack on with while I'm away. I don't like anything overly complicated. Not that this is complicated, but the fabric makes it a little bit more difficult and a little bit more tricky. So yeah, lesson learned. But yeah, I love this one. It's all coming together. It looks lovely. I'm really excited to finish this one. I think it's going to look really nice. The Arctic Animal ones doesn't actually look as big as this one. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't actually looked at the final dimensions. But the part 1, people have actually already finished it. Which, like, I feel like part 1 for this was, like, a huge piece to do. But, I don't know, maybe I'm just a slow stitcher. Who even knows? It could be that. So, take these Needleminders off because they were haul as well. I've had a good month haul-wise, let's be honest. I'm going to take that needle and put it... I haven't actually got a Needleminder on this, so I'll leave that where it was. So, I'm hoping to get this one finished this year. I am hoping to get all bar the No Time Like the Present Stitch Along. That is not going to be finished this year. Not in a month of Sundays would that be finished. Because in a month of Sundays, the Mermaid would be finished. But I am hoping to try and complete this one this year. We shall see. We shall see. I've been given a lot of time to bobbinate, and obviously there's more of that to come in haul. But I haven't been stitching as much this week, like last week. I've been having a little bit of time off, which is nice. Sometimes, you know, you can get a bit burnt out with it, you know, and you just need to have a bit of a break. So I've been doing that, and I'm not being kicking myself, because it's fine to do that. Absolutely fine. So, next up is the No Time Like the Present Stitch Along. Like I say, this is the one that will not be finished this year. Because I've been doing it since the 14th of February, and I think I'm only like 10% in. So it's definitively not going to be finished this year. This one is a bit of a big one. I'd have to monogamously stitch on this to get it finished. And even then, I still don't think I would. So here's my progress on this one. As you can see, I'm doing this, I think it's like a horse or a deer or something like that. So I've just been working on this. I haven't done masses on this one this month. But I do like to see the little bit of progress, and it does look lovely. I love this. Even when you see it on camera, it looks a lot better. You can just pick out all the details. It looks lovely. I've come all the way across, so I know how long it's going to be now. I did that last month because I wasn't sure and I was a bit panicky. So that's that one. This is designed by Modern Folk Embroidery. It's called No Time Like the Present Stitch Along. And I'm doing this on 32 count Murano Desert Even Weave, recommended by my friend Katie at Peacock Stitcher. And it's from Florishell Needlecrafts on eBay. So yeah, progress on that. I'm going to take that Needleminder off because that was a lovely gift from my friend Katie. Again, I'll explain more about that in haul. The haul's going to take forever, which is why I'm hoping to get to it as soon as I can. I don't know why I've got 2 needles on here. In fact, that needle's a bit manky, so I'm just going to throw that. I love this one. I do. This is a very easy one to pick up if you're not really feeling like you want to stitch anything overly complicated. You know, you can just pick it up and away you go. It's not too big a deal. So I do like that. Do I have any more? Any more? I haven't touched the historical stitch along. That's the one I think I'm going to just not do. And I haven't touched the slumber party stitch along. So that is it. Or is it? Or is it? Oh Christ, it doesn't even all fit on the board. Alright, leave it here like that. That's absolutely fine. So, we have Graham's. Woohoo! It's all wrinkly, so apologies. I've been trying to flatten it out, but it's going to need a good iron once it's finished. This is the Chopper More Stitch Along by Witchy Stitcher. Timer, that would help. And Graham's been stitching this since like October, November. He has finished all of the shops and he's on doing the roof. And here it is. It doesn't all fit now. Like, this is the top of me board. It doesn't even fit because it's that tall. But look at the progress. So there's the full view of it. That's everything he's done so far. Now, we had a bit of a cow because on this pattern here, Tiffany and Chucky, there's a X that says this is the centre of the entire pattern. So we had a bit of a, I had a bit of a cow because I was like, I'm pretty sure it's meant to all fit on this piece of fabric I got, that I specifically got for it. And I was like, that doesn't make sense because, you know, it's got to be all of that duplicated, which isn't going to fit. But Graham has counted it and it's not. So I don't really know what happened there. I don't know if it was a mistake. I don't know if it was an error. I truly have no idea. But it's all good. Graham has counted it. I made him count it because I was like, I'll be devastated if you've done all this work and it's not going to fit. So he's finished this last shop here. And then... No, he didn't. He's finished this one. Oops. This one here, sorry. And then he's gone back over to this side and he's working on like this bit of the roof. He wanted to get these bits finished, these pendants, before I was showing them off, and he did. And he's done a fab job. It looks so good. I love it. It's going to look so impressive when it's finished. Ah, honestly. Just look at it. And you know, every time you look at his, unlike mine, you can see actual progress because he only stitches on one project. Oh, crikey. Come back. There you go. So, he is a monogamous stitcher. And just look at it. It looks epic. I love it so much. He does such a good job with it. He's very patient with it and he really enjoys it. And his stitching is really nice as well. So there's his done. I'll fold it up. I don't think he likes it when I fold it that way, so I'll fold it that way, and you can just go over there. So that's all of our whips. Whew! That didn't take too... I didn't want it to take too long because I do want to spend a lot of time on the haul. Plans? I don't have any plans. I'm not planning any new starts because I can't justify any new starts. I wanted to do gear with Catkin and Lily and the Runner Stitcher and all the other people who were doing it, but I don't have enough time, unfortunately. I work full-time and it takes a lot out of me to work full-time anyway. Oh, what's that mark on the table? It's bizarre. I wish I had time to start everything. I wish that was a thing. I wish I could do that, but I can't. I just can't. And I'm disappointed to miss out. I'm disappointed to not be able to take part. You know, I struggle to feel part of the FlossTube community at the minute because I'm not getting a chance to watch the FlossTubes. I'm not getting a chance to take part in any, like, stitchy bits. Like, there's Mania. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. I've abandoned WIP Go. I'm just stitching on what I want to stitch on. And, you know, it is what it is at the minute. While I'm working full-time, it's just not viable. It's not viable. I don't have enough time to start things. I don't have enough time to work on things. I've got such big projects that I'm doing, and it's my own stupid fault for doing that, so that I can't even have any small starts to have, like, little wins. But, never mind. I've learned a good lesson this year, to be fair. You know, be more choosy in what you're choosing to start. Try not to have, like, starts that are going to take you the entire year. That's a very good tip. But, yeah. Lesson has been thoroughly learned. So, haul. I don't even know where to start with it, to be honest. But I'll start here. So, I don't know if I showed these off last time. I don't know if I showed the cottage off. But I've had the Hobbit house since, so I must have, but I can't remember. So, we got number 4 and number 5 of the Fabulous House series. This is the cottage. Look at that. That's really lovely. Really, really nice. And then we got the Hobbit house as well, which again I really, really like. So I've got the fabric for these. I haven't brought it. It's over there. It's all put away, so I can't actually really get to it quite easily now. So Megan from Coffee Craft Fabrics did me 12 lots of fabric to do each one of these, and I will do them at some point in unspecified time in the future. But I've got them, and I've got the fabrics, I've got the thread, so it's happy days. That's a big win. I'll do me haul, and then I'll do what I've got for my birthday, I think is the best way to do it. So, that was a purchase. They were birthday, purchase, birthday. This was gifted, so I'll do that now. Purchases, birthday, birthday, purchase. Put my notebook there, put that's alright. Purchase, that was technically birthday, and so was that. There we go. So, next up, Caterpillar Cross Stitch released a, oh, wait a minute. That's birthday, they're all purchases. Perfect. So, Caterpillar Cross Stitch released a Taylor Swift ebook called Stitching Swiftly, and it's 5 or 6 patterns based on Taylor Swift lyrics, and along with that they also released a Lover House Needleminder. You can't really see it that well because it's so shiny, but there that is, and a Lover House project bag. Now, I don't know the legalities around this, and I'm not questioning copyright or anything, but I am surprised you can do this without it being copyrighted, because I'm assuming Taylor has the copyright to the Lover House. But that is by the by. That's just my 2 cents on it. It's got this nice tag. I mean, I'll be honest, you paid £12 for a bag that you could probably get from Etsy that just has a bit of a decal on. Bit expensive if you ask me. And when I opened it, it came and it had a mark on. Now you can imagine my disappointment. So I got in touch with Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and I had a back and forth of about 5 emails, because the first thing they said was, send it back. And I was like, what? They're like, send it back. Pay the postage to send it back. Send it back. They'll then refund the postage and send a new bag. But that could be in 4 weeks' time. Or it could be longer, because the bags are out of stock. And I was like, what? What? And they give me the whole shtick that they're a small business and yada yada yada. They're not. Respectfully, they're not. This is a business that has 50,000 followers on YouTube, subscribers on YouTube, that has like 50,000 people on Instagram and within its Facebook group, that, you know, they sell out of things the minute they go out. That's not a small business. You know, they have multiple employees. When I think of a small business, you know, I kind of think of like an operation where it's like, you know, family run. And only family run, you know, like no employees kind of thing. I think Caterpillar Cross Stitch personally is a medium-sized business. And I think trying to shoehorn themselves into the small business category is unfair to actual small businesses. It drives me mad that they're like so unaware. This is a company who has people who do their patterns just because they love Caterpillar Cross Stitch. They don't even necessarily have to like the patterns. There'll be people who've bought this stuff because they're not even Taylor Swift fans, but they like to support Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So, respectfully, I disagree that they're a small business personally. So, anyway. And if you're wondering, why don't you just wash it, Leah? I'm a bit concerned that potentially something, the decal might come off. I assume it's just like an iron-on kind of transfer thing. And also, I don't know what will happen if I do try and wash it, if it'll just spread or what. And I genuinely opened it like this. You know, I didn't, you know, this is how it came. So, like, I was like, that's not really ideal. Number one, I don't really want to wait 4 weeks to get a replacement. Which I appreciate, that's how long it takes, but it's not really ideal. Number two, I work full time. The post office is open 9 till 5, Monday to Friday. I work 8:30 till 4:30, Monday to Friday. That's not viable for me to get down there in time to post something back. 3, I don't have the funds to send it back. I am really tight at the moment because of various reasons with money, and I don't have the money to just send it back. So I was like, can you send me a collection label and I'll send it back? No, we can't do that. We're a small business. We can't do that. We're a small business. Oh, okay. And then I said, can you just give me a partial refund for it? Because, you know, I mean, it doesn't look great. It's pretty annoying, to be fair. I'm not going to buy another one because I think that's just a waste of time. And then they sent me a £10 Caterpillar cross stitch gift card. And I was like, well, that's not technically what I asked. But I got the Stitch and Swiftly ebook out of it. It cost me like £7 because I had the All-Star members 10% discount thing. All in all, for a company like Caterpillar Cross Stitch, that customer service was terrible. It was terrible. They weren't even bothered. Like, the onus was all on me to return it. It was on me to pay the postage, and it was on me to do this, and it was on me to do that. And, you know, I've had companies before where they've apologised and done everything they can to make it right. And I was just like, that's really, really screwed up customer service. If I had a small business, I personally would go out of my way to try and make it right. I certainly wouldn't be like, you know, expecting the person who's received the defective, faulty item, whatever you want to call it, to like go out of their way to return it. But apparently not. Apparently Caterpillar Cross Stitch are a small, tiny business who can't buy a return label for me to return it. So, long story short, it was a bad time. Long story short, I survived. That's a Taylor Swift lyric, by the way. So, yeah, I'm kind of disappointed, to be completely honest. I'm kind of not wanting to buy Caterpillar Cross Stitch things. I think, you know, I disagree with many of the things that they do. You know, I just think, you know, if you're buying something physical, they're not really that bothered to really help you out. It's kind of just like, if you want to do that, you return it, you pay for it. Well, they did say they'd refund it, but who even knows if that's actually the case. So, I thought that was really disappointing. I've had better experiences elsewhere. So, yeah. Very poor. So, next up are some project bags I bought. These are from Hot Trotter Stitches. Now, when I purchased this, there was only one available of each one, which speaks to me that one was made of each one, so they'll dispatch relatively quickly. No. Took about 2 weeks. And I'm not complaining. Before anybody gets on me. Not complaining. But it just strange to me that one was shown as available on Etsy, only one was available to purchase, but that wasn't the one that she showed off that was made, that would be sent. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I'm not that bothered. It's fine. So, bought this doggy bag. So obviously the doggy fabric's on the inside, so you can't really see it, but I'll show you on this in a minute. And it had this blue fabric on the outer. I thought it was the other way around, but I must be wrong. I am very frequently wrong. And then it had this small notions pouch. Now, I noticed that this happens quite a lot. In that this fabric is oriented wrong. So it's right here, but it's actually wrong here. And it's the same on one of the ones I've gotten as a birthday gift as well. But it's stunning. I got it because of doggies. I love doggos. I love doggos. So that's why I got it. And I got another one as well because, well, why buy one when you can buy two? And it was this lovely plant-themed one with that on the back of it. And then the notions pouch. And again, the fabric's oriented wrong on that side as well. It's a bit of a bugbear, I'm not going to lie. I don't quite know why, but it's fine. I do like it. I love this one. What I'm going to put in this one, I've got all the rest are all full now, but I have a new stitch along that I'm starting. There's me saying I wasn't having any starts. I actually have one pending. And more on that in a minute. Oh, no, they were presents. What are they doing? As I said, I was planning to do Hiya, the Earth Goddess. I still plan to at some point. So I bought some fabric for it. And this is from Polstitches Designs. It's called Addiction and it's 18 by 27 inches and it's 32 count opalescent Lugana. I'm not going to take it out of its bag because I don't want to. I've got it to match the Maiden of Tubbataha. So whichever mermaid I do next, because we've got two big frames in the living room, Graham wants to put them in there. Whichever Bella Filipina I do next, I'll do on the same count fabric so it's relatively the same size. So I got the fabric that arrived within good time. I really like Polstitches because they tell you when your fabric moves up the dye queue, so you know it's going to take a few weeks because, you know, it depends on what's, you know, queued. But they actually update you via email once it goes into the dye queue and it's ready to be dyed, and then it gets updated once it gets dispatched, which is fantastic. More companies need to do that. Oh, I have a feeling I haven't brought everything. Alright then. So, I haven't brought it, which is a pain. But I got the kit. I got most of it. I got the fabric, the metallic-y thread. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what company it is and what it's called. And the little oddments for the new Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Stitch-Along Arctic Animals. But I haven't picked it up. So, I'll show that next time, because I do want to show it off. But I did another Frosted Pumpkin order because I realised that they'd done special Needleminders. Well, I realised they had one for the new one, Arctic Animals. And I was looking and I was like, ooh. They've actually got one for the Castle Homecoming one that I've done, and a couple of the previous Stitch-Alongs they've done. So, I got this one of Mr. Sugarloaf, is what his name is. Mr. Pumpkin Sugarloaf is his name, I believe. And then I got this one, which is Castle Sweet Castle. So they're now on my Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Stitch-Along, because I didn't notice when I originally got the fabric that they had these, but I was very happy that they did. I also bought the fabric 28 count Cashel Nessie by Picture This Plus for the Under the Sea Stitch-Along, because I'm planning to do that at some point. And I got the Submarine Needleminder because it's adorable. And the, I don't know, like, is it a pufferfish? I feel like it's a pufferfish, but I'm not 100% sure. I got that one as well. So yeah, that's going to go in my fabric haul. They're going to go up with all my other Needleminders, and I'm quite happy with them. I'll stick them together for now. I also bought 2 Needleminders from the Stitchy Ferret. If everybody knows, there was a little bit of drama regarding the Stitchy Ferret. Thankfully, those people, one of them, apparently, I had her on Instagram, and we were quite friendly, to be honest, but she unfollowed me or blocked me or whatever, so, like, oh well, by the by. I got this one. Let me try and hold it up so you can actually read it. I'll read it in a minute because I can't read it backwards. So it says, adulting, overpriced and overrated, would not recommend. 100%. And I got this mermaid tail one for my Tubbataha mermaid, which is gorgeous. I love that one. And then finally, I should have actually had this ready for to be shown, to be fair. The lovely Claire from Love Poppet got in touch with me, and she offered me the chance to take part in her new Stitch-Along. And it's called Dreaming of Summer Stitch-Along. Not the Sprocker, though I do dream of her. And it comes in this lovely little gift box. Ooh, crikey. I chose the even weave option because I love stitching on even weave. And here is this beautiful piece. I don't know what the colour is. I don't think it, I'll see if it tells me. So it's a nice little piece of even weave. You can't see it as well as you probably would in person, but it's off, like an off-white. It's almost like a little bit of a peachy colour, I think. And then there's the needle. And then here's all of the threads. Now look at the thread palette. That is a gorgeous looking like little thread palette. I'm very excited for this actually. I can't wait. So there's 2 lots of threads. Like 20 threads or so. I'm very excited to take part in this one. This will be one of the new starts that I will be starting and doing this, because I'm very grateful to receive it and I can't wait to actually get stuck into it. And that's what's going to go in my plant project bag, because I believe it has a sunflower on. And I was actually thinking of getting it anyway, and then Claire got in touch and offered it to me. I was like, I was actually thinking of getting it anyway. I was like, thank you. That's really, really generous. So, birthday haul. Is everybody ready? So, the first thing, my lovely friend Katie sent me this lovely needleminder along with a fancy card. It's over there. I should have really brought it, but I apologise. This lovely birthday needleminder. Now, I didn't know she was sending me this. I didn't know at all. It just came in the post. I was like, oh, what's that? And I opened it and I was like, oh, that's lovely. So I'm using it on my No Time Like the Present stitch along. And I absolutely love it. I think it's so lovely. I can't remember who made it, unfortunately. I've thrown a little bit of card away that said. Oops. So thank you so much, Katie. It was her birthday on the 7th of May. So I've got a little gift to send to her. I'm just waiting to send it off. I'm hoping to get it collected shortly. By the time this video goes up, I'm hoping it'll be collected and sent off. And I hope she loves it. But that was really kind and I was very, very grateful. It was really lovely. Next up, my friends. We have a little, these are work friends, and we have a little group chat. And there's Casey, Elizabeth, Liz and Rachel. And Liz got me some Crocs. I haven't, they're over there. I should have got them to show you. And I love them. I got some gibbets for them and they look fantastic. They really do. And Rachel and Casey both got me a Hobbycraft voucher, which was very kind. Hobbycraft don't do masses of cross stitch stuff, which is very annoying. A lot of it is click and collect only, and the closest one to us is ages away and not really accessible to us because neither of us drive. So, what I did was, I got some stuff for dyeing fabric. If I can get into the box. No! Bad boy. So, I got some plain white Zweigart to try so I can dye it. I also got a bead box for when I have to bead my Maiden of Tubbataha. That makes it a little bit easier. I've got my beads all stored over there, but I've got a little bead box when I'm actually beading it. And then I got a variety of Dylon dyes. So I got, let me just get them all out. I got an ocean blue, an olive green, an intense black, tulip red, something just fell off there, passion pink, fresh orange, navy blue, deep violet, and another deep violet. And I got this nice little tub to do it in. Now, I should have put them back in as well. I cannot find anywhere anyone who's used these Dylon fabrics to dye fabrics. However, Hobbycraft says these are fabric dyes. So I'm just going to wing it. I can't find a tutorial. It's like all of the people who dye fabrics want to keep it a trade secret. Which, I mean, I get it. You kind of don't want people, you know, coming and starting to dye fabric if it's easy peasy. But I don't think it's easy peasy, and I think it's quite disappointing that people don't share it. Because I would like to start dyeing my own fabric. I like to give it a go. If it could potentially lead to a little tiny business for me, that would help me. So, you know, so be it. But I'm just going to trial and error it because I can't find any tutorials. I don't really know the best way to do it, to be honest. I'm just going to wing it and give it a go and see what happens. So, birthday haul from Graham and Jackie. And the first thing was this personalised cross-stitching bag. It's a tote bag, Leah's cross-stitching. So I keep my cross-stitch in there. I've got numerous tote bags. I have loads and loads of tote bags. But this has become my ultimate favourite, of course. I did get a t-shirt as well, by the way. But I've been wearing it all week and it went in the washer on Friday after I had my shower. So I apologise. But you'll see it next time. I'll wear it next time. I also got, I'll take that out because that's to show as well, this lovely Leah's Cross Stitch Bits bag. That's from the same company. I don't know what company it is, unfortunately. I should have asked Graham and I can't remember. But I'll put it below because I'll ask him when he comes back and put it in the description. So Leah's Cross Stitch Bits. And it has this lovely zip on. I love this like shimmery kind of heart. I think it's really lovely. He also got me, because he's a superstar, this Should it be the other way? No, I did it the right way the first time. Needle book. So, these aren't my needles, these are needles that came with it, but I am going to empty it out to put my needles in. I've wanted something to put my needles in because they start to go black in the tarnish, and maybe that happens anyway. But he's got me this needle book and this little bit where you can put the scissors. Now these scissors are poor. We've been using them and they're so poor. But he didn't think they had scissors in, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm going to put all my needles in. I've got them all in here. I just need to actually stick them in the book when I get a minute. Time. Wondrous time. We need more of it. He also got me this lovely guinea pig pencil case. It's just got guinea pigs on both sides. And this because I've been telling them that I need this. So I've put all of my needle threaders in here, as well as my spare markers. And along with that needle thing, he also got me a scissor keeper. So that keeps my scissors in as well. I believe they probably were just from Amazon then, by the way. So I bought some, with that money I got for Hobbycraft, I got some marker pens and permanent markers for marking off my charts. Because why not? So that was that. And he got me this lovely Home is Where the Guinea Pig Is tin, which I love. So then take that out. And again, what did I think was going to happen there? Hold them, Leah. There you go. This tin, and I just put my markers in there as well. The way to my heart is anything cross stitch related, sprocker related, guinea pig related, and Graham knows me so well. So I love that. Oh, I missed something out from the personalisation section actually. There's another one. This is my new pattern holder. So it says Leah's cross stitch, eat, sleep, stitch, repeat. And I've put all of my patterns in here. I needed something for them to keep them all together, so I was like, this is actually perfect for it. In fact, I can put them in there now because I've actually got it. But yeah, I believe all of this personalised stuff came from the same one because the font's like the same. So I believe it did. But I'll put it below. I love it. Just put them there a minute. He also gave me, I think I've shown a couple of these off before. Maybe one of them, maybe two, I'm not sure. But he gave me the last one. Oh, the last two, I think. So there's this one. And this one. There's a third one here, which I think I've shown. And there's a fourth one, but I've left it upstairs, which is a bit annoying. So these are from Orc Idea. And they're just little small cross stitch kits. Little nice little quick ones. I believe he got them from Enchanted Needlework is where I think he got these from. So yeah, I can't wait to do them. I love things like that where it's like in a pot. I think they're really clever. I wish I could design stuff like that because they just look really good. And then he got me, I'm saving the best to last. The bests to lasts. I'll keep that flat actually. He got me 2 project bags as well. So this one here, this lovely strawberry one, which I've got the Princess Homecoming Stitch Along in because it was in a wintry themed polar bear one, but the Arctic animal one will go in there once I start that. So I love that one. It just reminds me so much of like the summer, and it's just so pretty. And then he also got me this lovely wintry themed one, which is what I've put me Halloween trick or treat stitch along in because I don't have a Halloween themed project bag, which is something I probably will need to get at some point. So yeah, happy days. And then finally, not finally actually because there's a big thing to come, he got me 2 Bella Filipinas. So I said to him, you get me whatever ones you like. You pick them out for me, please. So the first one he got was Amphitrite. I don't know how to pronounce it, to be completely honest. I'm not very good at stuff like that. So look at that. I'm not going to take it out its wrapper because it will crinkle like heck. But look at how stunning that is. So this is... it doesn't have the actual size in inches. This is huge, this one. Huge. But I think it's going to be stunning. I love the colours on it. It's going to be easy enough to find a fabric similar to that one, to be honest, which is quite nice anyway. And then he got me probably one of my favourite Bellas I've ever seen. In fact, you go in there now. And it is the Crystal Mermaid Aqua Bella. And look at the stunning fabric she's on. Now, he showed me this before he bought it because he wanted my opinion on whether I'd be able to get this fabric. Because this is, it doesn't say, it's Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers fabric. And, like, she really pops on it. She really pops on, like, how that fabric is. Now, I have had a look to see how much that's going to cost me. And the answer is a bomb. It is so expensive. Like, not the fabric itself, to be honest. Don't get me wrong. It's not actually the fabric. What it is, I'm just going to put these on the board just because I want to move that board for this next part of the show. Just clearing everything off. What's that on there? I just felt something sticky. Just put it down there. The fabric itself is relatively reasonably priced, I'm not gonna lie. It's not masses of money for the fabric. The problem is the shipping. It's gonna cost, I think I worked it out at like 40 quid. You can get a cheaper shipping option, which could take months to come. It's like a month, and it's like 20 quid. But if you want the shipping where it's actually going to come within a reasonable amount of time, £40. And that's not me having to go with Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. I understand how expensive it is to send things and receive things from America. But it's kind of put a crimp in the plans, because I really want to do it on that fabric. But I don't know how. I don't even know how to dye it myself if I want to even attempt it. So I am going to email. I was meant to do it, and it's been really busy, so I haven't gotten around to it. I am going to email Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers to see if they would tell me how to dye it. Now, they're probably going to say no, because they're not going to want me to start dyeing it and then selling it, which is not what I'm going to do. I genuinely wouldn't do that. I don't agree with it, because, I'm asking for a favour, essentially. But I can't justify paying £40 for postage on something. I just kind So, I'm in a bit of a quandary. I don't know what to do. I don't know the best way forward. I need to think about it. Now, by the way, I don't know when I don't think I got these ones for my birthday, but look at these. Look at her face. And look how proud she is of all of her toys. And then we have our winter coaster as well. Graham likes, in the winter time, to throw snow in our faces and take a selfie. He's balmy. So, Christ. I'm not even going to pick her up. Ta-da! Could I? Ooh, crikey. This is my beautiful DMC chest that Graham got me. I'm going to put it down because it's actually way too heavy. Ooh. Just look at it. Look how the DMC is like scored in. And then the top lifts up. And then there's 5 drawers which all come out. And I'm going to show them out separately in a minute. But look at that. This is the big one. This is what I have lusted over and really wanted to have. It feels like the pinnacle of being a cross-stitch addict. It really does. And I'm not saying you have to go out and buy it. I'm just going to move it to the side so you can see me a little bit. I'm not saying you have to go and get it. Of course you don't. It makes no difference. It doesn't mean you are or aren't a cross-stitcher. But this was what I've always wanted. Ever since I started cross-stitching and realised this was my forever kind of hobby, I've wanted this chest. So, for the past week, I've spent it bobbinating because my absolutely wonderful mum and sister, I'll just pick out a random, I'll pick them all out and show you. My mum and sister got me the Pip and Chip bobbins for my birthday. So I have all of the threads, I have the lovely chest, and then I have the bobbins that go in the chest. The only thing I had to buy was the foam inserts, and because I was buying them, I also got the the sparkly thread Pip and Chip bobbins, and they're in the top. But look! Look, obviously you can see one's missing because I've got them with the pattern, the summer one I'm doing at the minute. Look how gorgeous. So I've finished 3 full drawers of bobbinating. Here's drawer number 2. Oh, it smells lush, by the way. And it's so aesthetically pleasing. So I've spent the past week pretty much bobbing it. I wanted to try and get it all finished before I showed it off, but unfortunately I ran out of time. But we got pretty close. 3 full draws are done. Are they done? Sorry, no. There's like 10 more to do in this third draw. And then I think we worked out for the last 2 draws, there's about 100 total left to do. Because we have done, I bobbinated everything that I already had on bobbins and all the threads I already had. And then I went into the packs that came. So, as you can see, it's stunning. Then the last one, they sent 2 each, which is lovely, of a crew, white, B5200, and you get 2 310s, although one's here and one's actually within the set as well, which is quite clever. This chest actually comes with like these little divider things. I've just put them over there because I'm not going to use them because I've got the Pip and Chips. I am so impressed. The only thing I will say, and this made me chuckle, I'm not going to lie, the Pip and Chip bobbins cost about £200. It's a little bit less, but just say £200 for the sake of it. They then charged almost £20 shipping. I did not know that when I asked my mum to order this for me. I didn't know. And I felt terrible because I wasn't aware it was going to be like, you know, it's quite a big present to ask for, you know, like close to £200 total. And then add shipping on top. And I felt quite bad. It was a joint present from my mum and sister. And I was like, you don't have to if it is too much. You know, it's fine. But like, I'm not saying they should offer free shipping. But like, I'm sure they do the shipping on account. So I'm not sure you're paying the full price of what it costs. But I appreciate, you know, it comes by, I believe it comes DHL, UPS, something like that. You know, I don't begrudge it, but I was quite surprised, I will say. So in the top, I'll just bring out, there's like 4 sections, and I got the foam inserts to go in them as well, and I'm going to put them in. So the ones I've done, ooh, you get in. Oh, out you come. So there's some of the I don't know how to pronounce it, to be honest, that I've put in there, and the others are just in that one there. I'm not going to get that out because it's going to cause chaos. Oh no, they're all slipping out. They do have a mind of their own, these bobbins, I will say. They are fantastic though. There, they're all in. They're fantastic. I really like them. They're well worth the money, even though everybody's like they're really expensive. And I agree, they are really expensive. They are worth it. They are an investment. You're not going to lose money on them. I'm never going to sell it. But like this chest and the bobbins alone, it's like, if you pay retail, it's like £1,000. But it, you know, that's not what Graham paid. So don't worry about that. I would never let him spend that on it. But like, this is something I will cherish forever. I absolutely love it. I think it's really nice. These are the bags that the threads come in. So these are the 2 bags we've got left to do for the draws that are remaining. But I'm not going to be bobbinating all of the threads because I do have dupes. So it was so good. And this is my dupe bag. Now, if I scrunch it down, look how full it is. And they're all dupes. So there's still more to come in here as well. I have lots of thread. I really do. So if you saw, I did actually put, a video on Instagram of me unboxing this. There's 2 parts to it because apparently reels can only be 90 seconds long. Who knew? So yeah, go and have a watch of that if you want to see me opening it up live. It was live. And my excitement and all of that, it is on there at Leah's Cross Stitch Corner. But here it is in all of its glory. Who even needs to see me for the rest of it? You know, you just want to watch the DMC box, don't you? Oh. So there it is. My utterly gorgeous DMC chest, my huge birthday haul. I was spoiled rotten. That's not even everything I got. You know, I got a couple of mugs. I got a couple of books. I got the Hogwarts Legacy game. You know, I didn't just get cross-stitch stuff. It was primarily cross-stitch stuff, which is what I love. I got some vodka. I love AU vodka, and Graham got me a bubblegum one. It's stunning. And I think he got me, what was the second one? Raspberry. I might have that today, actually, when we're having the barbecue. But I was spoilt rotten. I really was. I always am. I am so grateful. You know, I kept saying to him, when I knew he was giving me the chest, because he's had it for a while, I was saying to him, you don't have to give me anything else. The chest is more than enough. And he's like, no, can't do that. No. I also got the Wonka Blu-ray and Guardians of the Galaxy 3 to go in my Blu-ray collection that I'm building. I'm losing my voice. I always do on these. So yeah, it was a wonderful time. I had a fantastic birthday. I can't wait to celebrate Graham's with him. Can't wait. I'm going to finish off all of his shopping tomorrow. That's a must do tomorrow. Get it all ordered and stuff. And then see what he thinks of all these presents. I'm so excited. I've got some lovely things for him. And we've just had a nice chill weekend. This weekend we've got a barbecue today. We watched Basic Instinct yesterday. The Sharon Stone and Michael Douglas film, which is famous for a certain scene. If you know, you know. If not, Google it and you'll find out. I mean, the scene was like over before it was even there, kind of thing. So like, it's a lot of hoo-ha of that. And I thought it was quite interesting. But it was a really good film. It was very gripping. Told a very good story. I really liked it. So yeah. That's my birthday haul. I don't think I'll ever top that, to be honest. So if you want to come back next year, it won't be quite as epic. It'll still be good for me, but it won't be quite as epic as the chest. I don't think it'll ever top. We'll never top it. Never top it. It'll never be topped. Graham's just come back. I've been talking for 80 minutes, which is an hour and 20, which is probably more like an hour and 25 because I was talking a little bit before. So, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'm still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's taken a lot longer than I thought. It kind of slowed down a little bit, the subscriber count, which is a bit disappointing. I did go past 1,000 followers on Instagram, which is really nice. I'll be sorting a giveaway for that shortly. I'm just a bit low on funds at the moment. I'm just waiting for payday. Desperately waiting for payday. If everybody on Instagram would follow me on here, you don't even have to watch the videos, but if you just subscribe, that would get me where I need to be. And then I'm closing on them 4,000 hours to be able to get monetized, which would be nice to support my cross-stitch habit. There's a Coffee Craft Fabrics is doing a Fabric Super Sunday today as I'm filming, and there's an orange fabric I really, really want, but I can't really justify it, so I'm being a good girl. I'm just having a look to see what she's offering, but not actually getting any. I have plenty. I'm gonna have to sort my fabrics out, actually. I've got loads. There's a few that are like very similar and some that I don't really like, so I'm just gonna like sell them off, I think. Make a bit of dollar back. So yeah. I hope you all have a fantastic 2 weeks. I am gonna still work on percolating that new idea that I've got. Hopefully that'll come to fruition. I'll be able to do it. Time is an issue, like I say. Oh, itchy ear. Trying to figure out the time to do it. Even though it's only going to be 20 minutes, I've also got to do a little bit of editing on it to add like pictures in. So that's going to like be more than 20 minutes. But we'll see. We shall see. I'm quite interested. I think it's a fantastic idea as well. So we shall see. Anyway, I'm going to go. It's bacon sandwich time. Graham's back. So it's bacon sandwich time. And I've got to put all this stuff away. I hate tidying up after I've done FlossTube. I wish I had a peasant to do it for me. I do have a peasant. But I don't ask him to do that. Because he won't know where it goes for starters. But God, I hate tidying up after I've done FlossTube. Because it's such a mess. I've got to put everything back on Q-snaps and what have you. First world problems, eh? I bet you feel so bad for me. It's so terrible. What am I like? You all know what I'm like. There's no point even trying to deny it. Have a lovely week. Lovely 2 weeks. I'll see you in a fortnight for the magazines. I believe they're due to drop any day now. Somebody did receive their cross-stitcher, I believe, over the weekend. So mine should come hopefully this week. And I'll see you in a fortnight for another wonderful FlossTube. And I'll be able to tell you all about Graham's birthday. Share some of the bits I bought for him. Tell you about some of them. Because I did tease one that was quite cheap, but probably going to be my favourite gift, not going to lie, because he's going to find it hilarious. And yeah, we'll just catch up and we'll see what's happening. Will it be? I'm trying to figure it out, because obviously we're going to see Taylor in June, so depending, I don't know when I'll have to film around it, because I don't want to film the Sunday we're back. We come back on the Saturday and I don't want to film that Sunday because it's Summer's birthday. I'd like to go out for a walk with her, and I'm going to be knackered. I might not even go for a walk because I might be knackered, because the Taylor concert is the Friday and we're travelling home on the Saturday. It's going to be chaos. So I might have to film this Sunday before we go, but I'll figure it out. I will figure it out, I always do. Whew, 83 minutes. Plus whatever I had before I even started the timer, to be honest. Hey, have a lovely week. A lovely fortnight. I'll see you all again in a fortnight. Bye.